Well guys, there we go. I've been switched over to free lining rag like I was doing the other evening. I've got actually a prawn tip with a rag there, and we have a beautiful pollock. But that free lined approach gives it a natural movement under the water. At least, whoa, there we go. This is a better one. So there we go everyone. There's a pollock. Now to see if I can get it up, we have a beautiful Norwegian pollock. Look at that. Well, welcome to day 3 in Norway. We are fishing the mark. If you watched my day 1 video, just tightening my line here. We're fishing a mark that we fished on the first evening that I didn't film, where I was catching loads of pollock straight down the side. So I'm hoping for more of that action today. I've already got my 2 rods chucked out. Left-hand rod, fish bait with the fixed ball. Right-hand rod, worm bait. It's trying to catch something like maybe we had some haddock here the other evening. So maybe that'll be about. I've just got to keep tightening my line because it's so deep. It takes a really long time for the line to settle. And on my other little rod, I'm going to chuck a set of mackerel feathers. Last night, Scotty had some that must have been about £2. So hopefully they'll be swimming around this bay today. We're not too far from where we fished last night. But yeah, that's the plan, guys. So we've got for baits, well, there's fish baits. We're also going to try and catch fresh fish that we can bop on ahead, use later. And I've got some ragworm that are a little bit past their best now because we've been out here a few days, and some slightly sticky black lug to use up. So I'm going to get my little lure rod set up, chuck a set of feathers on it, start off with bait, putting a little bit of bait on them and chucking them down the side, see if we can pick up some of that pollock. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's get cracking with day 3. All right, so I'm getting ready to chuck my feathers over the side, and what I'm going to do first is chop up some very frozen herring and use it as ground bait. They're still a little bit frozen really. In fact, I've also got some, I think they're little half beaks here, which look a bit easier to chop up frozen, so I'll get these out of the packet. And literally I'm just going to chuck these down the side and see if we can get, there you are, take a look, see if we can get some fish coming in on the scent of these. And once I've chucked those out, I'll put a little bit of bait on my feathers. We've got a boat coming past. Put a little bit of bait on my feathers and see if I can pick something up. So I'll bring you back in a second when I've chopped these bad boys up and got them chucked in down the side. Right, so I've got my ground bait all chopped up. I'll bring you a bit closer to the edge. There we go. So here we go. I've just chopped up some of those little fishes, as you can see, and I'm literally just going to chuck it over down the side, and hopefully this will bring some fish in. I've still got those bigger bits of herring, so in half an hour or so I'll chuck them up and get them chucked out as well. Oh, a little bit fallen off. So there we go, straight over. Let's see if we can pick something up on that. So here we are, guys. I've baited up my feathers. These are Tronix Pro prawn rigs. There's 3 hooks on there. Just put a little 3-ounce lead on the bottom. And I've just head hooked the ragworm on the end of the little prawn. And the hope is that a little added bit of extra movement might attract the pollock, but I'm also ready to go should a shoal of mackerel come through. So I'm going to get these shut down the side and let's see what happens. Wind straight in the face today, so it's a little bit tricky. Right, it's just gusting a little bit here. But there we go, straight down. When I was catching pollock here the other night that I didn't film, I was just literally free lining the rag. So it's a bit of a different technique. But I might try a bit of free lining later on. We'll see how it goes. Wayne's just chucked his feathers in next to me. He might even be in shot, I don't know. Hi Wayne.
Hi. You right?
Trying to catch some bait, aren't we?
Yeah. You are?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, you just headbutted me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got that on camera as well. Violence in action.
Drop the nut.
I might have to declare my YouTube video as having violence in it now.
Yeah.
Oh, that wind is straight in the face.
I know. It's not meant to be windy today.
Yeah, it's just picked up, hasn't it? All of a sudden. Oh, I just had a bite. There we go. Some of the little fish down here might be too small to get these hooks in their mouth. What have we got? Anything? No, missed him. He's had a bit of the worm off the top hook though. Cool. Yeah. I'll just give that another minute before I top it up with some rag. Wayne's had a bite. Oh, there we go. Tap, tap, tap. You got him?
No, I got the bottom.
No way.
That's right. Snaggy down there.
Let's have a look. Will those have a little taps? Oh, I've got a bit of weed. Right, I'll go and get that weed off and then we'll get it back down. Well guys, there we go. I've been switched over to free lining rag like I was doing the other evening. I've got actually a prawn tip with a rag there, and we have a beautiful pollock. Not the biggest, but certainly a welcome fish for scratching around down the side while we're trying to catch something bigger. So I'm going to get this chap unhooked, get him sent back. Woohoo! We are on the fish. Well guys, it's time to check the baits. We're going to have a look at the worm baits, see if we've got anything on here. Oh, that wind is a bit brisk, so hopefully it's not picking up too much on the camera. I did have a bit of slack line here, but I think that was just where it was settling after I cast it out. Obviously didn't pay enough attention while I was tightening it up. I've got 2 lug on here and a prawn, so we'll see if that's picked anything up. Scotty, who had some lovely dabs, he caught those on fish baits, so I just thought I'd give prawn a go, mix it up a bit. Because I know the flatties around here do love a bit of prawn. But we shall see when it comes in if anything's had a go at it. Right, I've got the leader on the reel now, so we're nearly up. Well, that looked like it's got a bit of a failure to launch problem, that, or a bit tangled. So we get that untangled, get it rebaited, send it out for another chuck. Well, they don't all go to plan, do they? So guys, I've rebaited. Let's take a look. We have at the bottom a juicy prawn. Second hook up, rag, and the top hook I've gone with a rag. So this is my free hook loop rig, and it's clipped down, it's got 16-inch snoods, so we'll get this one sent away. I'll leave you turned on there on the camera while I give this a chuck. It might spin a little bit with that big fat prawn at the bottom, but hopefully it'll go out all right. Check it's not twisted around the top eye. Lead on the deck and we're good to go. That flew pretty well. That's about 70 yards out. So we've just got to let that lead sink and keep letting that line off the spool. So I'm going to keep my tip low because it's quite windy, to try not to get too much more line out than I need while we feel this lead sink down to the bottom. I'm going to leave the fish bait out there quite a bit longer. There's no point reeling that in. We don't have a problem with crabs here stealing any bits of bait, so I know that's going to be just fine. Still going down this weight, still sinking. Still going. That's it, just hit the bottom. Well deep this venue. So I'll just set my ratchet, loosen off my drag, even though I've only got small baits on here. Anything can take that out here. So there we go. Keep trying to catch a fish. Well folks, I'm going to give the free line ragworm a little bit of another go. I've still got half my prawn on there, but we'll see if we can pick one up. Just now Scotty had a go and he picked one up straight away. So let's see if we can be just as lucky. It's quite windy for free lining, which makes it tricky, but we'll give it a go. We've had a couple out today like this, the one I had and the one Scotty's had. So we just have to see if we can get another one. It's been a while since I chucked any ground bait down there. I actually saw a squid come up and have a go at my prawn earlier. I'm not sure if I mentioned that on camera. I don't think I did. Oh, we've already got a touch, look. That was a pull down on the rod tip. Just tighten down. There's a big old... something floating down there. I'm not sure what it is. It's hard trying to keep the bait down with this wind blowing on the line. But that free-lined approach gives it a natural movement under the water. At least on a still day, it'd be much better. But it is what it is. I've got my Polaroids on so I can see my prawn down there. Looks like there's something swimming around it. Can I tempt it to take it? On a calmer day it'd be easier to see if what I can see is indeed a fish swimming around it. Or something else. Try and get it a bit deeper. So now we wait. I might need to put a bit of ragworm on. Because that one has seen better days, to be fair. It's already been inside a pollock. Whoa! There we go. This is a better one. Question is, will I be able to get it up the side? A minute. This is so big. Can you bring the camera over? We get a shot over the side in case it comes off before I get it up. Can you see the pollock down there? Come closer. No, there won't be. So there we go, everyone. There's a pollock. Now to see if I can get it up. Right, you can pop the camera back on me. Right, this is it. Can I crank this up? Whoa! And we've got it. There we go. Look at that, everyone. There we go, people. We have a beautiful Norwegian pollock. Look at that. Just literally free lining that ragworm and prawn straight over the side, and we pick up this beautiful fish. So I'm going to get this guy unhooked, chuck it back. All right, get the hook out. I even got my worm back. Perfect. So let's just take a look at that. There we go. Pristine. I'll get him sent back to the depths. And there he goes to fight another day. Well, folks, it's been very hard going today. Apart from the pollock that I've been catching down the side, there's been absolutely no interest whatsoever in the worm baits on the free up clip down or the fish bait that's gone out. We're all getting a bit frustrated, really. The wind is blowing straight in our faces here. So although we've got lovely blue sky, it's actually pretty cold. You can see I've even got my waterproof coat on now, trying to keep that wind chill off. So we're thinking about maybe moving marks, or maybe I might go home and have a little nap, because we had a pretty exhausting day yesterday where we were out fishing till well past midnight, probably about 2:30 in the morning we got home. So I could do with a bit of rest. So tomorrow we're thinking about probably fishing local to where we're staying, because we're going to have a meal together in the evening. We'll just see how it goes. We've still got 3 more full days of fishing after today. Hopefully things will pick up, but I'm not kidding. It's certainly been hard going. But it's been lovely to catch those little pollock down the side on free-line rag. And yeah, we'll just play it by ear and see what we feel like doing. So, you know, we're here on holiday, here to chill out and catch some fish as well. So anyway, I'll see you in a bit, guys.